Our women, the life givers, are directly connected to that life cycle with the moon. That's why we refer to it, the monthly cycle, as her moon, because that is what's controlling that life cycle in our women.
Yeah.
They have that connection.
Can I introduce you to somebody real quick?
Yeah.
Johnson Hall. Did you want to go there?
Yeah, I love John. I'm a mole.
We're going to be in touch. I would love to have you guys on.
I'd love to bring some more. So any initiative.
Have it on out for a visit, but also setting up programming. So,
yeah.
We traded. I don't have my business cards yet because they just started out there. But
I have mine. But
I got Kyle's information, and we're going to be in touch.
And you've been wanting to go there, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Oh, this is a.
This is a British.
Short, fairly broad blade. We're fighting on ships, but on shore as well.
This actually descends from
So
the days
in the
of
Dutch colony,
you can tell it's British because
violence against the in-group is heavily regulated. Violence against the out-group is pretty much considered unrestricted.
And if he's an
So,
officer,
for
that
instance,
means he's in
in
control.
brawling in the streets of New Amsterdam or
Could be
Orange,
100, could be 300.
there's a lot of grappling, a lot of
Doesn't matter.
disarms.
He's in control.
During Keith's war, Native man was blamed for shooting a
this
Dutch
as a
pig,
war
and Keith, the director's response was to send a literal pirate to massacre an entire village of indigenous women and children.
We are on that
in
same
response.
level.
So, with that being the spectrum of even in a fight with lethal weapons in the streets, you're expected to take, to disarm and not injure people if they're within your community, or consider completely unrestricted violence against the outgroup. Where do you want to be, in-group or out-group?
Right.
In-group.
Right.
So folks who are kind of on the periphery, or somewhere between those spectrums. For instance, Jewish colonists arriving from Brazil, fleeing the Portuguese, they're Dutch citizens, but the director won't let them be part of the burger guard, won't let them be part of the citizens guard, which marks them immediately as outside of the community. So they fight for the right to be part of the burger guard. Enslaved Africans trafficked from Africa and purchased by the Dutch trading company, the West India Trading Company. When they fight in defense of the colony, pressed into service, they can leverage that afterwards as part of their argument for why they should be freed, and they achieve a state of half freedom. Unfortunately, not full freedom, but they're able to point to that martial identity. So people think of, the Dutch, it's a merchant culture. The Dutch of the 17th century, that Dutch mercantile empire is forged at the edge of a sword. And trying to divorce it and be like, it's a peaceful mercantile culture. It's very much not. We're missing a big part of the story, thinking about it just in that way.
Yeah. So you were basically like a police force in today's form.
Consider that.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was part of the burger guard. Today I'm a sailor off the boat from Batavia. So when you make your way down that way, you can talk with our captain. I'm the rich guy who owns the ship. I don't know how to sail, so I had to hire a captain. But we're back in from Batavia and Japan and a cruise down to Australia. So we're bringing all sorts of stuff over here to the colony, and we'll take beaver pelts back to Europe. So.
Yeah, that was a big trade. Beaver pelts were a big time trade.
Yeah, we've got our merchant trade as well there.
Was also timber also a big time trade in the early years or not?
It becomes even more important with increased shipbuilding here. Yeah. And then as more and more sugar islands are being built in the Caribbean, and they clear cut the islands for sugar cultivation through enslaved labor, they ship a lot of timber down there for construction.
Oh, right.
I wanted to ask, were there ever
Just does that. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, it's the same thing as our fingernails.